Welcome to the 2021 Oregon New Venture Championship presented by the Lundquist College of Business. We're excited to have you join us today and the rest of the week as we present the events of our first ever virtual competition. Every component of this event and all of the graphics, copy, promotion, social media, and collateral is possible because of the generous support of our sponsors. Columbia Sportswear is the presenting sponsor, thanks to a generous gift from Tim and Mary Boyle to support both the competition and the engagement of Allen Hall Advertising, a student-run agency from the University of Oregon School of Journalism and Communications. They are responsible for all the content production and promotion of our event. Our gold sponsors are 10 Branch, an Oregon-based investment and management company, and Blue Star Gas, a family-owned propane gas company serving 5 western states. This year, we're excited to welcome a new sponsor to the event. Bank of America is the presenting sponsor for the sustainability round that will take place later this week. With the support from B of A, we're able to offer $10,000 in prize money to the most impactful ventures in the competition this year. The 2021 New Venture Championship is the 30th edition of our event. What started as a simple contest between Oregon, Oregon State, and Portland State has evolved into a global competition. Since 1992, the New Venture Championship has welcomed over 800 different teams and over 2,500 student participants from top business programs across the United States and from around the world. We've had teams compete from Canada, Colombia, South Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, India, and Thailand. And we're honored to host many international teams again this year. There's a lot happening during this week of the New Venture Championship. Here's an overview of activities for this week. You're here on Monday for the elevator pitch broadcast. I hope you had a chance beforehand to check in with the networking event. While each of our events will have a 30-minute networking opportunity before they air during the week. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, April 20th, the semifinals round will be broadcast here on Hopin. Each track is a separate session. You'll find the names of the teams in each session in the description here in Hopin. Join the event and then choose which teams you'd like to follow. After the semifinals presentation, we will reconvene back here at the main stage for the announcement of our finalist teams. At that time, there are 2 possible paths for each team. If your team is moving on to the finals, you will receive a schedule from the event coordinator, Amy Fortuna, with your Zoom link and time for presenting tomorrow to our finals judges starting at 9 a.m. Pacific. That will go just like the semifinals round did, with a half an hour of interactive presentations between you and the judges, and 20 minutes of feedback in the afternoon. If you did not make the finals, don't fret. We've still got a fantastic experience ready for you. We call it the lightning round. Teams in the lightning round will also receive your assigned time for presenting from Amy and the Zoom link for this event. The lightning round is intended to simulate a spontaneous investor meeting where you have a chance to pitch in a panel of investors you've never met before and that have very limited information about your venture. This is a conversation free of visual aids. No slides or graphics are allowed. It's just you and the investors. And the judges will choose a winner for each lightning round based on the quality of your engagement and how you respond to their questions and feedback. And of course, the overall potential of your opportunity itself. Winners of each lightning round will double their take-home from the NVC from the $750 that all teams received to $1,500 as winner of their lightning round competition. On Wednesday, the 21st, all of our teams will be involved in some sort of competition, either with the finals judges or in the lightning round. After the lightning round has wrapped up at about 4 o'clock Pacific time, please join us back here at the stage here in Hopin for the presentation of our keynote address from Jake Weatherly. He's the CEO of a rapidly growing tech startup based here in Oregon called Sheer ID. He's going to talk about the career experiences that helped him found and lead a fast-growing company. On Thursday, April 22nd, we're excited to highlight the Bank of America Sustainability Round on what is Earth Day. Thanks to Bank of America as the presenting sponsor for this event, our 4 finalist teams in the sustainability round are competing for $10,000 in total prize money. Teams chosen for the finals of the sustainability round are judged by a panel of impact-focused professionals on their competitive advantage as a sustainable solution or enterprise, their potential impact on environmental and/or social sustainability. The 4 finalists in the Bank of America Sustainability Round are EcoDaba Packaging, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur; Renew Innovations, Sassoon School of Management, Bangkok, Thailand; Transfoam, the University of Virginia; and Uniphage, Yale NUS College, Singapore. These teams presented to the panel of judges on Monday, April 12th, and their event will air again on Thursday, April 22nd, Earth Day. Finally, on April 23rd, this Friday, we bring the event to a close. Join us at 8 a.m. Pacific Time to see our 4 finalist teams in competition. Following the finals, at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, the 2021 New Venture Championship will wrap up with our awards presentations. Winners of the Bank of America Sustainability Round, the Best Written Business Plan Award, and the winners of each Lightning Round track, and our 2021 New Venture Championship winner will be announced. And now a message from the Provost of the University of Oregon, Dr. Patrick Phillips.
Hello, my name is Patrick Phillips, and I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President at the University of Oregon. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 University of Oregon New Venture Championship. And this year marks the 30th anniversary of the championship event. And it all started a long time ago in 1992 as an Oregon-based competition among students, and it's now evolved into one of the premier global student venture competitions. And we're very proud of that, as well as grateful for everyone's involvement this year. And of course, the virtual format that we're all forced to over the last year makes everything a little bit different, but this year's iteration remains true to the foundation built over the last 3 decades of the competition. Specifically, the championship event draws on a globally diverse set of ideas and students, and this is really remarkable. This year, we screened 75 teams from 4 continents in our qualifying grounds, and we have semifinalists from Singapore, Thailand, India, and the United States. So great international response and participation. The championship rewards student innovation. So student innovators take on challenges from global food security to plastic pollution. And of course, this year, health challenges raised by the COVID pandemic itself. Our specific focus, as in anything that we do at the University of Oregon, focuses on learning. So all the teams receive multiple rounds of coaching and feedback to help move their idea forward. And many students comment that this component of the event is perhaps the most valuable part of the experience. And I know that everybody who's involved in the coaching also really enjoys the chance to interact with our students. Just absolutely terrific group of people. And of course, our competitors go on to do great things. Since 1992, the New Venture Championship has awarded over $1 million in prizes. Since 2009, competing teams have gone on to raise over $24 million in other funding through grants and equity, and over a third of the competitors went on to launch their own businesses. So congratulations to our alumni of the event and those who are participating this year. We both look forward to and expect great things from you. And of course, the New Venture Championship is just one of the many great entrepreneurship activities and initiatives that are going on at the University of Oregon, something that I'm personally committed to. For decades, we have combined rigorous coursework, hands-on experiential learning opportunities, and deep networks of professional contacts throughout businesses. And we've also provided resources such as seed funding to bolster entrepreneurship across every corner of the campus. Now, just a few months ago, we opened our new Phil and Penny Knight campus for accelerating scientific impact. And that's a bold $1 billion initiative to fuel entrepreneurship and innovation with a specific focus in the life sciences. So this all arises from a generous gift of Phil and Penny Knight. And of course, I hope everyone knows that Mr. Knight's own activity in the founding of his company, Nike, has its origins at the University of Oregon. So perhaps our greatest entrepreneurship and really student entrepreneurship activity that went on with the nurturing of ongoing contacts at the University of Oregon to build what has become a global empire and a great benefit to the state of Oregon, the University of Oregon, and many people throughout the world. So through initiatives such as this and countless other cross-campus and community engagement events and programs that we hold every year, we know that driving this impact requires the spirit of an entrepreneur. And that is a great feature of everything that we're trying to nurture through this event. So it's something that we've been doing at the U of O. It's something that all of you who have involved in the project own. And we're really proud of our competitors and bringing the New Venture Championship to life this year. For everybody who's here, we're honored to have you join us for the event. And I'd personally like to wish each and every team the best of luck.
And now it's time for the 2021 New Venture Championship Elevator Pitch Competition. Our judges for the Elevator Pitch Competition are Chad Barzak, Virginia Klausmeyer, Amanda Oborn, and Rick Tarozzi. The format is simple. One member of each team has 60 seconds to present their venture. Our judges will choose the winner based on who leaves the best impression and has them wanting to learn more.
So let me ask you a very simple question. What happens to the plastic food containers you casually throw in the bin every day? Well, millions of animals choke on these plastics and majority of it comes through food packaging. In India alone, 1.8 billion such containers ends up in the ocean every year. Our solution, EcoDappa, offers a 100% biodegradable food packaging container, which is microwavable, freezable, and has been well tailored for the food delivery ecosystem. It is made from the leftovers of the sugarcane industry and is further coated with our proprietary eco coating. Our initial market will be India, where we'll be selling about 350 million containers at 9 cents per unit by 2024. Appropriately, we'll make global imprint in America by licensing and exporting EcoDappas. With a unique mix of engineering and management roles in our team, all we ask is an investment of $170,000 in 2021 to realize our vision. So are you ready to take a step towards sustainability with us?
4 billion trees are cut down each year for paper packaging. While recycled packaging saves trees and costs, it's weak. Many have experienced damaged goods from shipment as boxes break or get crushed, costing $300 billion each year. So strong and affordable boxes are a must, and that's where we come in. We're Renew, and we invented Cellunate, a patented strengthening biocoating solution that allows manufacturers to pay less to create boxes that are 80% stronger from weak recycled materials, allowing upcycling. We're now working with 4 manufacturers and received 2 investment and partnership offers. This is a $1 billion market with 4% annual growth and will make $10 million this year alone. Invest $1 million and make 30 times in return. By the way, it works on all cellulose-based materials like wood and fabrics. Huge markets. So let's talk.
Have you ever felt guilty to have a sweet and creamy ice cream? 7 billion people around the world love ice cream, but not everyone can enjoy it. 5 billion lactose intolerant people, 2 billion obesity people, and 500 million diabetic people cannot enjoy dairy-based ice cream. Melali is a solution. We are a delicious premium plant-based ice cream with 0 cholesterol and low sugar content so everyone can enjoy it. I'm Pete from Melali. For the next 5 years, the non-dairy ice cream market will reach 1 billion. Half of that will be from Asia because 90% of Asians are lactose intolerant. We aim to capture 49 million by the 5th year. Your investment of 1.5 million with a 20% ownership projected 80 million exit value will give you a return, 11-time return representing an IRR of 61%. All previous attempts to produce non-dairy ice cream taste awful. 90% of our testers said it is tasty and creamy as regular dairy ice cream. So let's talk over a cup of ice cream.
Hi, I'm Sophia, CEO of Uniphage. I hate to say this, but at least one of your great-grandparents or their siblings almost certainly died from a bacterial disease. Antibiotics have changed this reality, but their overuse is bringing it back. Uniphage is here to change that. We use phages, save viruses, infecting bacteria only. We replaced the inefficient 100-year-old method to produce phage solutions with our AI models. We've already built the best models to date to predict which phages can most efficiently eliminate the target bacterial pathogens. We'll first target bacterial disease in agriculture, the easiest entry field from the regulatory perspective, and then handle human diseases. Our very first target is citrus greening, an incurable disease that causes us more than $2 billion in damages annually. We'll sell our first solutions in 2023 and make more than $200 million in revenue by 2027. Thank you.
Imagine that you need to undergo a surgery, but there is a 1 in 4 chance that you will need to undergo a revision procedure. Would you still take that chance? That's the reality today for patients undergoing one of over 200,000 graft rhinoplasties performed in the US each year. Benegraft is tackling the graft rhinoplasty market with our patent-pending rapid dicer surgical instrument, which streamlines the complex, time-consuming process of dicing tissue for grafts, decreasing OR time for graft prep by over 90% to an average of 3 minutes. Our disposable device quickly produces more uniform tissue grafts than a clinical standard, contributing to improved patient outcomes and increased operational efficiency. Our team has a strong R&D background development experience, and we work closely with key opinion-leading plastic surgeons in the space. We aim to license our technology to manufacturers and distributors in the plastic surgery space and procure customers through our pilot preclinical testing sites, followed by outreach through placement in distributor catalogs, publications, and national medical conferences. Benegraft's Rapid Dicer makes reconstructive surgery faster and better. Thank you.
The current pandemic has brought to light a global ventilator shortage upwards of 2 million that existed long before COVID and will continue to throttle hospital capacities across the globe. A normal ventilator costs $60,000. A low-cost limited functionality version, $3,000. Both are simply out of budget for thousands of hospitals in Southeast Asia, South America, and Africa. We've designed the Isave, a $350 device that multiplexes one ventilator to 2 patients and can customize treatment to each patient, making multiplexing safe. Notably, it incorporates digital wireless monitoring, significantly improving critical care capacities in resource-strapped regions, which currently use analog devices. Collaboratively designed by MIT Langer Lab engineers and doctors from Harvard Medical School, the Isave is poised to save 18 million lives per year and disrupt a $2 billion global ventilator market. With partners in the pipeline and orders in the pipeline, it's a cost-effective option for redefining respiratory care.
2 years ago, my friend was in distress. He was delinquent on some of his loans and struggled to work out a solution with the banks. Debt collectors started harassing him, and it was really embarrassing. My friend is not alone. There are over 10 million people in North America and Europe who face the same shame-based tactics used by debt collections agencies. This is why we created EmpowerMe, a cheaper, faster, and a safer way for debt settlement that digitizes the human-centric debt collections process. We offer an AI-powered platform that digitizes negotiation and settlement of delinquent debt, removing shame and harassment for the debtor, and reputational risk and inefficiencies for the lender. We are far more affordable and effective than any other solution in the market, which is why we are seeing very strong interest from large Canadian banks. We are here looking for $300,000 to develop a prototype and revolutionize the debt collections industry.
We are creating a non-invasive over-the-counter medical device that allows one to test themselves or their kids for strep throat. Every year in the United States, there are 40 million doctor visits for sore throat. And to determine if your sore throat is actually due to strep throat, a bacterial infection that requires antibiotics, a patient needs to be tested. This requires swabbing the tonsil deep in the throat, a really uncomfortable experience. And if your result is negative, a confirmatory culture is sent that takes days to return. Alternatively, you could use our device. It works by the same technology as a breathalyzer by sensing chemicals made by bacteria. Just blow into the device for 30 seconds and receive your result in a couple minutes. Our accuracy is superior to that of a rapid strep test, so a negative result doesn't require a culture. And if you have strep throat, you connect to a telehealth physician who prescribes antibiotics electronically and gets treatment started right away. I'm Dr. Sarah Jandeska, co-founder of Blue Comet Medical Solutions, and we look forward to meeting you.
Horse owners are no strangers as to how excitable and how frequently horses cut themselves. Whether horses are a passion or a means of livelihood, the horse owner is often in far greater pain due to the time and expense involved with the wound healing process. BioSeal XC is the only product that immediately stops bleeding within seconds and accelerates wound healing with only one application. BioSeal XC's market price is $60 a unit and can save horse owners, on average, $755 due to the displacement of expensive veterinarian bills. BioSeal XC will create a niche market worth $108 million annually. I'm Kevin Heipel with BioSeal XC. My business partners and I are seeking funding to complete the development of our product and launch it into the market. BioSeal XC. The XC stands for extreme, because oftentimes horses need extreme healing.
Could you play a guitar without strings? Likewise, you can't speak without vocal cords. 1 million Americans lose their voices each year. I'm Nia Nguyen, a future clinician and co-founder of Lira. We're bringing AI-based lip reading software to help voiceless individuals communicate, promote patient well-being, and address $12 billion in poor communication costs to U.S. healthcare systems annually. Lira works bedside on any hospital smart device and translates facial motion immediately into speech. Competitors have poor accuracy, 60%, which is not clinically translatable. Our team is diverse with MDs, PhDs, and MBAs, supported by champions at UNC and Microsoft, setting us up to be first to market. 7 hospitals agreed to pilot our product this year. By 2024, we expect profitability across a $3 billion addressable market, impacting over 250,000 lives. Join us today in building a world where all communication is realized, because your voice is our passion. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alan, the founder of Leap Snacks, and I'm from Mexico. When I moved to America, I went to a grocery store, and while I saw salsas and beverages that spoke to my heritage, I was unable to find healthy snacks that represented my culture. More than ever, Hispanics are looking for healthy options at a value price, and 75% of them are more likely to purchase products that connect to their culture. Starting with a protein bar, Leap Snacks is introducing healthy products with ingredients and flavors that resonate with the Hispanic community. While we know that the $80 billion snack market is crowded, this is a segment we'll win in. There are 60 million Hispanics in the US, and 50% of them have bought a protein bar in the last 3 months. None of these bars focused on Hispanic heritage. We've developed our initial formulation, secured our supply chain, and sourced our co-packer due to my knowledge of the Mexican food industry that I learned by growing up in a family that for more than 30 years has been in the restaurant and food space in Mexico. We're very excited about this opportunity, and the money from this competition will help us get to market faster. Thank you very much.
In the US, more than 25 million patients undergo oxygen therapy each year. Yet the current process for delivering oxygen in a medical setting is inconsistent, inefficient, and ineffective. Research shows that nearly all patients receive the wrong amount of oxygen, and if administering too much, there's a 20% increase in mortality. For hospitals, this inefficient system for administering and weaning patients off of oxygen costs millions of dollars per year. My Auto 2 has developed novel oxygen delivery technology that addresses these needs. Our patent-pending device automatically adjusts oxygen flow using a predictive algorithm to continuously deliver precisely the right amount of oxygen. This will substantially improve patient outcomes and drive efficiency for clinicians. Solving this problem for hospitals is an $11 billion market opportunity with future multi-billion-dollar applications in other settings of care. We've assembled an experienced cross-disciplinary team that seeks to redefine oxygen therapy and ultimately save lives. Thank you.
Every year, 20 million pregnancy tests and 78 million ovulation tests are used and discarded in the US, and they're all made of plastic. Laid out end to end, these tests would stretch over 7,000 miles or greater than the distance from here in Oklahoma City to Cairo, Egypt. At Juno, our mission is to drastically reduce this volume of plastic pollution with the first 100% biodegradable pregnancy test and ovulation test. 9 million women use pregnancy tests annually and 6 million struggle with infertility. Women struggling with infertility could use over 20 ovulation tests a month, and with infertility lasting at least 1 year, these women could go through over 1.5 billion ovulation tests. Plastic can take up to 1,000 years to break down, and in the meantime, it harms our environment and oceans and wildlife. Juno's products are the only tests on the market that can break down in under 240 days. We are seeking $2 million in exchange for 50% equity in our company. Assuming a sale in year 7 with an EBITDA multiple of 23, our investor can anticipate a 7.5 times cash on cash return. Who's ready to help us make the world a greener place?
Hello, I'm Daniel Freed, a co-founder of Genegazer. We want to use science for healthier babies. How? Personalized care. We're using precision medicine for preconception and prenatal care. Basically, we're building a subscription service to help babies, mothers, and doctors. The cost of genetic data is falling. Digital health platforms are growing quickly. We've never had more information. However, it's a complex manual process to use this data effectively. We're going to change this by providing a subscription wellness service, which is personalized to provide not only prenatal vitamins, but health screening, education, and continued follow-up. This service could disrupt the $100 billion maternity care industry. More importantly, we can have healthier babies and improve pregnancy outcomes for mothers. We'd need about $2 million in seed funding with an estimated 2.5 times return on a Series B exit in 3 years. Go Ducks.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Alec and I'm a co-founder and the CEO of Transfoam. And at Transfoam, we're using engineered microorganisms to tackle and eliminate single-use plastic pollution. So plastic pollution is a particular problem because of its persistence in the environment and degradation into harmful microplastics. And biodegradable and safe alternatives exist. However, we're not using them due to manufacturers' reliance on plant-based virgin feedstocks and unmodified organisms. So at Transfoam, we are using engineered microorganisms and a waste plastic feedstock to manufacture PHB, a fully biodegradable plastic with the same durability and shelf life as petroplastics, more sustainably and more scalably than current manufacturers to tackle the current problems the industry is facing. And as a fully biodegradable polymer, our PHB will be ideal for use in single-use consumer applications, including packaging, agricultural goods, and niche packaging items. Thank you.
I'm a sweater. I sweat a lot. And to be honest, I actually really enjoy getting sweaty because I like to be active, as do the other co-founders at Sweatheart. What we don't enjoy is the countless hours and dollars we spend maintaining our sweaty, smelly, bacteria-ridden gear that sits in our cars, under our desks, or in our gym bags as we go about our busy day. Gross, right? Well, we, along with 75 million active Americans, have a sweat problem. And from the hundreds of people we've talked to, over 75% feel this affects their abilities. At Sweatheart, our team of athletes, engineers, and product specialists have created the Pinecone tool and athletic bag to deal with the problem and the very sweaty $108 billion sporting good industry. Through a patent-pending exhaust and UV system, Pinecone both cleans and dries your gear 6 times faster than hang drying, while also remaining portable, allowing you to sweat more and worry less.
Thank you to all the participants in that event. It's not easy to tell someone about your idea in just 60 seconds. The winner of the elevator pitch competition is Leap Snacks from the University of California at Los Angeles. Congratulations.